Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Positively Montana. I'm Hallie Schwinnard. Each week we travel the state looking for stories that inspire people, helping others, and doing good in our communities. Let's begin with the rising costs. This year, Montanans are spending about $150 more each month on groceries, more than last year. And 1 in 9 Montanans are struggling with food insecurity. But there are 3 young girls striving to make a difference.
A small gesture
This is a food drive for family service.
can lead to some big changes.
I think our community is going to grow with all the stuff we donate.
That's something 7-year-olds Avery Nelson, Lennox Carly,
I found potatoes.
Did you guys find anything good in this one?
and 9-year-old Ireland Carly have found out firsthand.
Ooh, what's that?
It started back in October when Avery saved up $15 to donate to the nonprofit Family Service.
Maybe this feels good. I might want to do more. I can do better. I can do bigger. I can do more.
That giving spirit
She came up to my door.
was contagious.
She said, "Oh, Lennox, do you want to help me help people who don't have homes and are in need?"
And led to the inception of the group Girls for Community.
It makes you feel a lot better when you do something good for the community instead of good for yourself.
Avery, Lennox, and Big Sister Ireland's first project began when they noticed a need for children's books at Family Service.
We went to each house like in our neighborhood and some houses over there.
Armed with flyers, wagons, and a script,
You kind of have to approach it in the right way.
they were able to collect over 300 books and donations.
We almost donated 200 pounds of books.
Their next mission?
For Turkey Tuesday, the families will be happy, like they can have like marshmallows and stuff.
A food drive to give to those who need it most.
My favorite part of doing all this is helping people in need that don't really have homes.
3 young ladies proving that from humble beginnings.
Knowing that this is a small step means that we can do a lot bigger things.
Come great things.
We can help each other and we can do it just with little parts to big parts.
In Billings, Alina Howder, MTN News.
Billings is home to a lot of unique stores and businesses, but this may be a first, a store filled to the brim with clothes, shoes, and other goods for kids up to age 8 years old and their mothers. Bitterroot Babies, offering families a bit of relief.
It's not every day you see a baby boutique in the back of a bookstore. But what makes this space even more unique? Everything inside the boutique is free.
I just love these guys. They have incredible hearts.
Bitterroot Babies is a welcoming space for all.
I was pregnant with my son, who is a surprise baby. I have a 16-year-old and then surprise little guy who came along.
Dina Trusho needed items for her new baby.
And we're like every other American. You live paycheck to paycheck. The last thing you want to have to do is go buy new clothes, and this has been phenomenal.
And the free store helps families just like Trusho's every week.
In a good week, it's probably an average of 50 families.
The no cost,
We encourage moms to bring in the stuff they don't need anymore.
no judgment store
It is not required. Actually, we don't have any requirements.
started after Chantel Bisco had her youngest, and Bitterroot Babies was born.
We wanted a space that moms who are done with their kids' clothes, they had outgrown them, they didn't need them anymore, they could bring it to a central space, and the moms who needed them could come to that space and still have a shopping experience, but be able to get everything for free.
In 5 years, the space has transformed and grown, moving to a new location and offering even more clothing options.
They can literally just come in and get what they need.
And with the demand for assistance in our community growing, Bitterroot Babies is a refreshing outlet for many.
We have seen a huge increase in the last year. Mostly it is for school age sizes. With the demand being what it is, it's harder to keep those sizes in stock.
I think Bitterroot Babies is such a blessing. It's huge for our community because the economy is rough for everybody.
In Billings, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
As a veteran, teacher, and coach, Everett Jones, who just turned 91, mind you, stays busy working with kids.
The final bell has already rung on this day at Riverside Middle School, but you'll still find some students staying behind. They are members of the Builders Club, a service organization sponsored by the Golden K Kiwanis.
Kids know that definitely they're headed for the community.
They're busy making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for those who live on the streets.
That's the way to go.
And right in the middle of it all is Everett Jones.
The whole idea is to try to get them to be lifetime public servants, kind of like, you know.
A friend talked him into joining the Golden K Kiwanis after he retired from a long career in education. It's obvious that teaching is still very much in his blood.
Oh, I get a lot of, you might say, mental pleasure. You know, it's good that, well, you can kind of make your life worthwhile.
Our kids learn from him every single time he's in the building. It's pretty amazing.
Everett taught social studies for years at the old Garfield School before moving to Riverside, where he became the school's first football coach. He'd been a standout at Billings Senior and later at Eastern Montana College.
Well, I didn't have the size, but I had the will, I guess, to do it.
After college, he went into the military, where he served with the 1st Infantry Division in Germany.
We were the first line of defense if the Soviet Union decided to move into Europe, which they thought they would after World War II.
A lifetime of service for his country and for his community.
He does so much here at Riverside and with the Kiwanis and with Builders Club, but he also does so much more in the community. He's a man that totally lives his life for other people. It's an amazing thing to see and to be a part of.
You know, what makes me worth something? You know, it isn't what I can gather or anything like that. It's what I can do for humanity. That's it.
In Billings, Russ Riesinger, MTN News.
'Tis the season, the fundraising season for a Missoula holiday tradition. The Western Montana Santa Flyover is raising money for their annual flight this December, when a helicopter tours Santa and his reindeer around the Missoula Valley. Santa's flight was a Missoula holiday staple in the 90s and early 2000s until the sleigh stopped flying in 2004. 16 years later, wanting to brighten up the 2020 pandemic holidays, Brian Lease and his wife Lynn worked with others to put Santa back in the sky.
Being able to bring it back for this generation and seeing how much positivity there is around it, and that it's just something that is universally loved, is huge. And it means so much to us that we get to do this. And it means a lot that we were embraced the way we were.
All donations go towards flying costs, display improvements, and maintenance. Still to come on this edition of Positively Montana, honoring our veterans. Hear one woman's quest to make sure their lives and service are not forgotten. Stay with us. Welcome back to Positively Montana. This past Veterans Day, we honored the men and women who have served our country. There's a Great Falls woman has been hard at work honoring some who didn't get full recognition.
Lot Benninger served his country honorably in World War I. The Oklahoma native never made it home, dying in Great Falls at the Deaconess Hospital in 1921. And for more than a century, his grave was unmarked. But that all changed recently, thanks in part to the hard work of a dedicated volunteer at Highland Cemetery.
He was one of the first ones I found.
On a cool fall morning at Highland Cemetery in Great Falls, Donna Winters walks among the rows of veteran headstones, some of which she was responsible for getting placed.
The first veterans that we found were requests on Find a Grave, and there was 7 of them. And then I noticed there were gaps down in the old soldiers' plot. This is how it's laid out.
By walking the rows and cross-referencing the soldier's book at the cemetery office, she's been able to discover 56 unmarked graves of soldiers.
Martin was in the Civil War, and he was in the Army and the Navy, He was living in Rainsford, and then he had moved to Great Falls.
Her thorough research helped build a massive book with information on soldiers she simply calls her boys.
It's almost like it's her family member or something. And oh yeah, David over here, or all the different people that she remembers their stories.
I saw on Facebook somebody had a shirt that said, "We don't know them, but we owe them."
30-year-old Lot Benninger of Oklahoma served in World War I. He died of cancer while living in Great Falls.
They were originally going to send his body back to Oklahoma because his mother couldn't afford it. And I guess in discussions with the powers that be, I guess I would say, they decided to bury him.
Her work has led to several headstones being placed, and there will likely be more as she has another section of the soldiers' plot to cover. She says the effort pays off when she's able to connect with family after getting a headstone placed.
I could just cry. Don't make me cry.
Still, it's an endeavor she's proud to take on.
What do you got to lose? A little bit of time filling out a form and researching and some postage, and let's see if we can't honor these fellas.
Yeah, his original stone was sent to the courthouse.
In Great Falls, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.
Speaking of veterans, it was a special gathering at the Harvest Foods in Big Fork as the Montana Legends, a nonprofit in the Flathead County, filled up trucks for food for veterans in need.
Each year, just before the holidays, the Montana Legends gather at Harvest Foods in Big Fork to support veterans.
We started it just to give back to the people that gave to us.
The Montana Legends host an annual memorial motorcycle poker run for veterans the Saturday before Memorial Day weekend. The Legends raffle off a motorcycle each year during the event, with proceeds going directly to food insecure veterans in Northwest Montana.
Try to do it just before the holidays so all these people can have a good holiday dinner.
Montana Legends President J.P. Pettigrew says they partner with Harvest Foods in Big Fork to secure the food, fill up truckloads, and deliver the goods to the Northwest Montana Veterans Food Pantry in Kalispell.
We've been averaging anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000 worth of food that we give to them every year.
This year's donation equals 11 pallets of food filling up that truck, a retail value of $30,000.
So this means so much for us because it helps to fill our food boxes for the holidays, and it's going to have the stuffing and all the good stuff, the mashed potatoes and the gravy that we can use for our veterans.
Northwest Montana Veterans Food Pantry spokeswoman Cinnamon Davis Hall says they normally serve up to 300 veterans and their families during the holiday season.
It's a great way to honor our veterans and give that helping hand up to our homeless at-risk veterans that need that, and the emotional support that will come out of it too, being able to have that holiday meal with their family and friends.
JP says the Montana Legends have raised close to $500,000 for veterans in need over the last 16 years.
I think it's, overwhelming that we can support them like this.
In Big Fork, Sean Wells, MTN News.
She's described as a bright and friendly child. And as she tries to integrate into the Montana culture, this child, born in a Jordanian refugee camp, faces a serious and painful illness that has her family looking for help.
Malak is just 3 years old, and she has the cutest smile and the sweetest laugh. But she also has a condition that will negatively impact her life unless she's able to get life-changing treatments.
As Malak sings her ABCs, her father stands back proudly watching. In just 3 years, this little one already has such a story behind her. She was born in Jordan, not Montana, the Middle Eastern country, while her family was living in a refugee camp after escaping Syria.
Our home was completely destroyed by missiles.
But just months after she was born, her family received devastating news.
We discovered 3 months after her birth that she suffers from a disease in the intestines.
She was diagnosed with involuntary fecal incontinence, and with no treatment options available in Jordan, the family obtained the necessary refugee documents and were resettled in Montana.
This disease has very serious psychological symptoms when you grow up.
Her father, Raed al-Radi, would understand most. He suffers from the same condition, an inability to control your bowels.
You'll be an outcast from society and friends. One of these symptoms is suicide.
Because of his age, he cannot receive treatment, but there's still hope for Malak. But as they have been getting used to life in Billings for the last 5 months, they were hit with another hurdle to overcome.
Malak has no cure in Montana.
News that was frustrating to hear.
If another state was chosen before resettlement, with advanced medical resources, more specialized in the case of Malak, we wouldn't be in this problem now.
Now the family is desperate for help, raising money to be able to move to either Denver or Los Angeles, where they can get the help she needs.
We launched a $25,000 donation campaign.
Anything to help their daughter live the best life she can.
Something that helps us treat Malak so she can live normally.
In Billings, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
Still to come on this edition of Positively Montana, some much-needed funding for a volunteer fire department. Hear how they plan to put the money to good use. Stay with us. Welcome back to Positively Montana. York, located about 20 miles northeast of Helena, in the heart of the Big Belt Mountains. It was founded in 1868. There, the volunteer fire department was recently awarded a grant to help better protect its firefighters and community.
Volunteer fire departments are crucial here in Montana, especially in rural areas like here in York. When their services are needed, every second counts, and in some situations, handling outdated equipment could mean life or death, which is why a recent upgrade like this has been in the fire department and in the community, making them thankful.
We have about 200 square miles that is the York Fire Service area. Hundreds of miles of trails, curvy dirt roads, and only about 9 miles of paved roads.
York Fire covers the area with 3 fire stations staffed by volunteers.
It's key to us is the firefighters who are volunteering, we got to make sure that they are as safe as possible.
Those firefighters will now be a little safer with new equipment paid for in part by a $160,000 from the Assistance Firefighters Grant. The department used the money to buy 6 new radios and new air tanks that will give firefighters 15 more minutes of air.
The nicest part for us is honestly these are all 45-minute tanks. That gives us a longer time that we can actually be active on a scene to be able to help people. It also, some of those packs have thermal imagers so we can assess situations better, and it just makes us safer.
Volunteer departments are no strangers to having to stretch budgets and oftentimes rely on donations, grants, and hand-me-down equipment that they have to keep operational for a decade through some of the harshest conditions.
We'll do it with gear that we're crossing our fingers won't break, but it's so much, there's much more peace of mind in knowing, hey, I've got good gear and it's not going to break, and I can just go out and do my job of solving whatever scene I have to solve.
Important upgrades to help keep this rural community of friends and neighbors safe.
I want to know that if I have a fire at my house, when they come, they are properly equipped. So I'm proud that we got it. It certainly wasn't all me.
Reporting in York, Ryan Berg, MTN News.
The streets of Uptown Butte are once again becoming the backdrop of the 1923 production, complete with vintage cars and even some fake snow. We caught up with some locals to see how the production is impacting them.
Well, it's lights, camera, action here in Butte as 1923 resumes filming, and several of the streets here are closed for the filming. Behind me you can see fake snow and a vintage car as the city is being transformed once again into a bygone time.
They're shooting in multiple different locations, but they've been so kind.
Melissa Kent is the owner of Kinetic Fitness, a busy gym located in Uptown Butte. She's been able to keep her business open during production, and her patrons and staff have been looking on from behind the scenes. They even caught a glimpse of a star 2 years ago during their first shoot.
Did you see Harrison Ford?
Yes. Oh my gosh, we saw Harrison Ford, handsome Harrison Ford, on his horse, freezing to death.
While it is exciting to see the stars, Jenny Ensley and her colleague Andrew Booth say they are also delighted to see how the crew works.
It's just really exciting to see kind of behind the scenes. They just blew a bunch of fake snow in.
I was worried about having to come out and shovel the snow.
A few blocks away, a film aficionado stands on the corner of Broadway and Main Streets, marveling at the giant lights.
I always find this fascinating every time a film production comes into town, and even with what I've been told is a skeleton crew, it's still pretty complex. There's a lot of people here and a lot of equipment.
As for the crew at Kinetic Fitness, they want to see more.
Keep coming here and filming. It's been a lot of fun. Like, Butte's such a charming little town, and it's just kind of cool to see it like highlighted on TV. Like, it's fun.
For surely.
Yeah.
Streets will open up again for traffic when filming wraps up in about a week. In Butte, Megan Thompson, MTN News.
Dave Lewis planted this orchard here behind me nearly 15 years ago, and now these trees are producing much more than just family memories.
Lewis's wife Karen is 6th generation Swedish, and growing apples is an important tradition in her family that goes back generations.
We went to Sweden to visit Karen's family. Karen has a family that's been on a farm in Sweden for like 900 years, and we got over there and I kept seeing apples. And Sweden's a very cold area. They get lots of snow, and I'm thinking, if they can grow apples here, I can maybe grow them in the North Valley.
And grow them, Lewis did. Last fall, the orchard yielded nearly 3,000 pounds, or about 250 5-gallon buckets of mostly McIntosh apples. Lewis says the weather can be challenging, and that last fall and winter's bitter cold hindered many Montana crop yields, including his own.
This was not a good year this year because the trees didn't get a chance to go dormant last fall. Now this year, as you can see, they're dormant, and so we're expecting a pretty good crop next year.
Dave's wife Karen says she appreciates that they can pass on a tradition which is meaningful to her family's cultural heritage to their great-granddaughter Kennedy.
And then having our great-granddaughter here to climb the ladder and say, "Grandpa, I'll do it for you." Picking the apples is quite a chore. And so she's young, she's 9 years old, and it's just, it's a blessing to watch this being appreciated.
Karen adds that she hopes the tradition continues on their land for generations to come.
Just a good feeling to have it available, and someday we'll be gone, but the apple orchard will be here. And hopefully, someone will carry on, and it is a legacy. It is something, they won't ever know that Dave and Karen Lewis put this orchard in, but it's something we leave behind.
Reporting in Helena, Michael Wolf, MTN News.
We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Positively Montana. I'm Hallie Schwinnard, and we'll see you right back here next week.